thoughts, views,
Mhm.
and opinions expressed by the host
Yep.
are for entertainment purposes only. Do not get mad.
Nope.
Do not get upset.
Uh-uh.
Do not get offended.
Ah,
Do not
baby.
pass go. Do not collect $200. Instead, pay us, and then we'll shut up.
Yeah.
What's going on, podcast?
Yo, this is Ninja,
And this is XP Early Bird.
and this is
What's going on podcast?
What's Going On. And today, what are we talking about early?
We are talking the Xbox handheld. What do you call it?
I mean, there's no name for it.
I
It's just,
guess
right now, it's just a rumor, but I'm pretty sure it's coming out.
yeah.
So let's just call it the Xbox
I don't know.
handheld. I
handheld.
was trying to come up with something stupid, but Xbox is coming up with the way worse names than any
Yeah.
other. It'll be called the Xbox, like, you know, 7 inch. Else, like, it'll be something stupid.
XS series.
Yeah, XSW
Yeah.
or HW handheld. I don't know, whatever. But anyway, yeah, I remember you telling me about this a couple weeks ago, and then I did read a article that there was rumor, and then that Xbox is gonna make one eventually. So if they do, I'm not even gonna front. I'm excited. I'll get it because I just buy. I'm just that gamer. I literally I'm not an X. I used to be a hardcore Xbox person when it first came out, but as I got older and I realized, I can buy anything I want. I don't have to be a fanboy. I just started buying. I just bought all the systems. I buy Nintendo's, Xboxes. So I'm a gamer at
Mm-hmm.
heart. So yeah, I'm gonna get it because I actually really love and enjoy my Switch. Not anymore because it's old as fuck. Nintendo, Jesus Christ, like they're gonna bury that shit with fucking Jesus, bro. It's so goddamn old. Um, and I enjoy my Portal, my PlayStation Portal. Actually, I've just put it down to come do the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy that. I wish it had more features, but for $200 and a mobile, well, not really mobile, but a portable device that you can play as long as you have Wi-Fi, and I've tested it
Mm-hmm.
out and it works actually pretty good. As long as your settings are set correctly, it works good. But Xbox handheld, yeah, I dig it. Especially if you can play all your games. If you can play all your games or stream all your games from this device, Xbox will be killing it. Because first, Nintendo can't do that with Nintendo, and you can't do it with the Portal.
Mm-hmm.
And Steam Deck, which is the next best thing, is just really big and bulky. And I'm assuming it has to be that big because it's a whole computer in your hand. But if they could establish that sweet point where it's like it's not super clunky like the Steam Deck, but it's not super cheap like a Nintendo. Like right in between, maybe like the
Mm-hmm.
400, maybe 350 range. I think a Steam Deck is like 5. I think they got like a 450 version. I'm not sure, but I don't know. I just don't fuck with the Steam Deck because I'm not a computer online game player.
Mm-hmm.
But if you give me an Xbox Portal or Xbox handheld or whatever, yeah, I'm down. I'll be, especially if it feels
Yeah.
good, like ergonomically, like it feels right, bro. I'll fucks with it because the Portal's great. It feels great. It feels like a PS5 controller in your hand with a big screen in the middle, literally. I fuck with it though. Yeah, I'll get one.
Yeah, me too. I didn't really like once I got older, I didn't really care for the portable. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was young, we had like the Game Boy Advance, all those things,
Right.
and I enjoyed them then. But then as I got older, I was more into like the I guess say the hardcore games, I guess.
Yeah.
So I didn't really care for a Portal, but if I could take Halo with me or Call of Duty with me, that would be awesome, man. Like that would be great. Um, Recently, they came out with the Call of Duty mobile,
Right.
and I can hook my controller up to my phone, and
Yeah.
that's fun.
Yeah.
But you can't but I'm so used to playing on the console, like you can tell like a dip in the quality.
And the
Yeah,
latency too is a little
yeah,
bit off because I
yeah,
played it one time like that. The latency is milliseconds off, but
yeah,
you can
yeah.
feel it as a
You
gamer.
can
You
feel it.
feel it.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. So I would definitely love a Portal if they had one, because
yeah.
I would take it with me. I mean, it'll be great for my lunch breaks or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
So,
I think the problem with a lot of these on the go games now, if they're gonna work in the capacity of streaming, they have to have a really reliable Wi-Fi. And I think this is where the problem is that, like, for instance, you said you want to play it at work has shitty Wi-Fi most of the time. They
mhm.
never have a really good Wi-Fi, and if they do, it's locked. You have to use guest Wi-Fi, which is fucking trash. So I think that's the only problem. Like if I wanted to take my Xbox to go, like let's just call it Xbox, Portal for now. Let's say I took my Xbox Portal to go. I won't be able to play my stream games as well unless I'm in somebody's house with a good Wi-Fi connection. But let's say I'm on lunch at work, I could probably just play my library. Let's say, I don't know, there's a digital code, you could download the actual game, kind of like a Switch, into your library, and you could play it offline. Like just an offline game, like whatever, like a
Yeah, but
campaign mode or something. But
yeah, the issue with that is all games
all
online now.
games, yeah, exactly, and that's what I'm saying. That's the problem I think we're having with portable gaming, is that your phone is always online, so it's easy for a phone to access that kind of information,
Hmm.
all that shit. But for a handheld that doesn't have any mobile service is where the problem is at, because now you have this $300-400 device and you can't log in anywhere because you have no service or you have a shitty Wi-Fi connection. So what's the next thing? I think to kill this situation and to make mobile game portable gaming more interesting is they need they need to tether to your phone. You know what I'm saying? Or you need a SIM card in the device so you can get Wi-Fi. I mean, get data. Kind of like like your phone. Like if you play a game on your phone, it needs some kind of you need data on your device. So that's why I think a lot of these devices are gonna fail, is because there's no you have to tether to something. You need something. You know what I'm saying? Most people can't tether to their phones because they might not have hotspots. You have to pay extra for that on your phone data plan, and a lot of people don't want to pay for that. So that's where it falls flat. Now, if I said, bro, it's gonna it's we're watching it happen in real time. Like, companies are getting away from CDs, bro. Like, people are mad and be like, no, it ain't gonna happen. It's happening. It's happened. It's happening right now.
Hmm.
Like, you see it with everything.
I mean, I think most gamers are buying their games digitally anyway.
Yeah, no,
Like
I
you
mean,
go into GameStop, man, them stores are empty. You know what I mean? You got
bro,
like one or two people browsing, but you
GameStops
will
are
probably
fucking souvenir shops now.
you will probably go in there to like buy like the actual console or control or
Yeah,
something like that. But as far as like games, you're not really going in the GameStop to buy games anymore.
that's what that's exactly what we talked about in that one episode, digitals versus
Yeah, versus hard
copy.
copy.
Check
Yeah, yeah,
check that video out, and you'll
yeah.
see what we're talking about. But it's, man, we're watching in real time, dog. It's fading. It's going.
It
You know what
is.
I'm saying? Um, I see the only time us getting a real copy if it's a limited edition. I'm telling you, this is gonna sound crazy, but getting a hard copy of a game in the near future is going to be uh like a limited edition, kind of like when, for instance, when I bought an album, Joyner Lucas album. I didn't have to buy. I bought the album because he signed it, and I have it signed by
Mm-hmm.
him. You know what I'm saying? And he
Mm-hmm.
put our name in the booklet and everything. Like, and it was dope. Everybody who got an autograph signing, he put their name in the actual booklet, and that was pretty dope. And it was limited edition because he didn't put his album out there for sale unless you ordered it that way. That's what's gonna
Yeah,
happen,
man.
bro. You're gonna get limited edition CDs. Even if the fucking consoles have a CD player in it, you might just get some limited edition crap with it. But if it has a CD player, then yeah, you're probably gonna get it with a CD, and it's gonna be crazy. CDs are gonna be like buying old records now. They're gonna just be vintage shit.
Yeah. But see, I think we're going to a digital age. I mean, because you have consoles where you can with the disc drive in it, but I don't think people really buying the disc that much. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I think when these companies when they look at the sales of hard copy versus digital copy, I think digital copy is outselling the hard copy because bro, like if I want a game, bro, I can buy it right here, right now while I'm doing the podcast.
yeah,
But if I want a hard disk, I gotta get off and go to Walmart, Best Buy, GameStop, or wherever you buy your games at.
and you gotta pray that they have this shit there.
Yeah, go through traffic. I mean, it's real convenient to sit here and just mash a button.
Mm-hmm.
So
Absolutely. Yeah,
yeah,
and that's what I'm saying. Like, and even the best part about that is you can you can buy somebody a game and send it to them.
oh yeah,
Like when you sent me that ninja shit, that was
yeah,
dope. I sent Jaden DLC for Dragon Ball, and we were all playing in that
yeah.
what that same night. We played in five
Correct.
minutes, so we were all in. Like, how dope is that? Like, you gotta understand, you gotta take the pros with the con, and I think there's a lot
Mm,
more pros. I think the only con is you don't have a physical disc. That's one. They're still
mm,
charging you the same like you getting one. That's two. And the last one is that if there's a service to that game, or that game loses, I don't know, let's say in 5 years they lose the rights to that game, it's gone.
right.
And
That's my only concern
right,
about
so
that.
those are the three downfalls of digital. Price is still the same, which it fucking blows my mind because you're not making any CDs, so you're saving millions on not making CDs. You don't have to pay no third party person to make CDs. So the price is never changing. Two, you lose it if they lose the rights, or let's say Xbox folds, you can never get that game. You won't be able to play it. You know what I mean? And three, you don't have anything physical because people just love having the physical. It makes it feel more important purchase.
Does it feel like an NFT?
Right, right, exactly. It doesn't, and at least, and that's what I'm saying. Like, everything digital eventually disappears. Like, there's no way for you to save any of that shit. Like I know for a fact that all 80% of my games on Switch are digital purchases. I know once the Switch life is over and I can't transfer any of those games to my new Switch, or they don't let me, or to whatever new console, I'm gonna be highly upset because I've spent hundreds of dollars on games between me and the kids on our Switch, and if Nintendo don't implement where I can download my games into whatever new Switch system they're doing, I lose. I will have to keep my Switch forever, play it on there until the game is absolutely toasted, and then I'm done. And that's what I worry about with Nintendo. They're not. They're always trying to innovate the way people play game.
Hmm.
But what fucks that up is that every system they make since the Wii U has been like different. So like Wii U was the experiment machine, or was the Wii. Then it was the Wii U, and then it was the Switch, and like all these things led to the Switch. You understand? So it was like an evolution.
Hmm.
Like first you had motion controls, then you had motion controls with a screen, and now you have, they had the DS. It was two screens, and then you have everything is a screen and the controller. So Nintendo, and then they stopped making whole systems, and you just plug this to your TV. So like Nintendo's trying to figure out a way to like make things smaller, make it cheaper, but make it fun and different. So me thinking that the Switch is the end of an era, and then Nintendo's gonna make something else that's not a Switch worries me a little bit, because I really like the Switch. I really would like them to just keep rolling with the screen controls and just make it more beefier, where I can play a game without it freezing and looking like shit.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's all I'm worried about. I'm worried about what Nintendo's gonna, because if they come out with some shit and they call it, oh hey, this is the new Nintendo, whatever. I'm like, oh my god, this is great, a new Nintendo system, and I go look at it and it's totally different than the Switch, like dramatically different. I, like I can't take it to go no more. Oh, now I'm stuck to a screen again or a TV. That's what I'm worried about.
So you want the mobility aspect.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. It look, times is different now, bro. Times is
Hmm.
totally different. Sitting at home on the TV is fine. But like, I move around a lot. I don't I don't know. I'm older now, so I'm always in places where if I have an hour or two to kill, I could just take out my Switch or my Portal, or play something real quick. I'm not always home. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be a lot easier for me to take these things with me and just enjoy them out. I like sitting in the couch and playing on my Switch. It just, I don't know. It just has that feel of just chilling. I'm not like looking at a screen for mad long, or like it just, I don't know. It's like there's a different vibe when you playing it on your playing it handheld versus playing on the screen. Now certain games I don't like playing on the handheld, like first person shooters. I totally
Hmm.
get it, but they still rock good on the screen. Because when I play it on on my PlayStation Portal, I play the Call of Duty joint. It works flawlessly and it looks amazing, and it just works. It just works.
So is the graphics of the Portal, is it similar or close to the PS5?
Yeah, man. It's the PS5. It's streaming from your PS5, so it's the graphics off your PS5 is just displayed on the screen. So there's no power in the Portal. It's just a screen and controls. That's
Okay,
it.
because one of my concerns was with the portable. I feel like it probably wouldn't be as powerful. So it would, like, the graphics and the gameplay would take a hit. But
No.
if everything is up to par, then yeah, I'm all for it.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. And even like I said, even if they can make it where you can stream your games, because see, the Portal can't stream games yet, which is weird. It only it only plays. So, for instance, if I want to play my games, I have to play games that are downloaded into my PlayStation. I cannot play games that I'm streaming from PlayStation Network. Kind of like
Gotcha.
Xbox. You know how you can download games and then stream games. Like if you want to test out a game, you don't want to download the shit. You stream it for a little while and play it.
Hmm.
Nah, I can't do that on the Portal. For some weird reason, it does not let you stream. I don't know if it's because it's already streaming the PlayStation, and then if it had to stream the game, it'd be too much for PlayStation to pump out. I'm assuming because then it would have to stream the game and stream out. I don't know. It's probably a lot going on that I don't know. Or maybe it's just a issue that maybe it's a update later that they might do. I don't know, but it don't do it, and I think that's it's crazy. But it would have been great if you could stream like straight from PS Network. That would have been amazing because then I don't have to sit here and download anything. I can literally just stream everything off the portal. It would have been great. That was the only downside to that shit. But yeah, if Xbox does a portal, I'll be getting one.
Yeah.
But they need to drop it. Bro, if they drop it before the Switch comes out, motherfucker, man. Listen, if Nintendo don't drop a new system by Thanksgiving this year, I don't like saying bad things about companies, but fuck Nintendo, bro. Bro, listen. I refuse to buy any more Switch games because I don't want to play crappy Switch games. They're trying to hold on to this dream where this Switch is gonna last forever, bro. Bro, the software is so bad.
I think they know.
Oh fuck yeah.
I think they know they have to update eventually. But I'll say that I respect what Nintendo is doing. They're making you wait, and I respect that because PlayStation and Sony is moving way too fast, bro. It's like they come out with these new systems. Okay, they're about to give you the mid-gen releases and everything, but you ain't even got games off of either system. Like people say Xbox ain't got games, but PlayStation didn't get any games this time around either. Did that? I mean, you had like the Spider-Man. Spider-Man did good. Helldivers was
yeah,
unexpectedly
there was
good.
a lot more, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it all the way a buck, man. The only thing that's keeping these systems afloat are the indie games. Like indie games, if it wasn't for indie games and small developers and studios, these systems would be they would just be superpower systems with
Mm-hmm.
nothing to do with them.
Bro, well, I guess I'll be a fanboy. I'm Team Xbox, right? So you had Halo Infinite and you had Starfield. This is just how you fucking got, and you coming out with the mid gen, which is going to be a white uh digital version,
Mm.
and you already trying to go to the next gen console, but we haven't gotten any games off of these consoles yet. So I respect what Nintendo is doing, bro. I really
I
do.
I I see your I see what you're saying, and I get it. They're pumping out as many games as they can before the system takes a shit. I get it. Fine,
Mhm.
I get it. You want to milk this shit to the fucking. I get it, but it's like they're dropping games that are fun and that you're looking forward to on a console that cannot run them properly. Like
I get you.
for
I get you.
instance, like for instance, Pokemon. I
Hmm.
waited fucking centuries for this shit. Finally came out. It's a fun game, but like it looks bad, bro. It looks terrible, and Game Freak knows it. It was just a shitty. The game looks bad. It's just period. Well, I know we talked about this. The game looks terrible, but needless to say, Arkham, Batman Arkham Collection, the
Hmm.
trilogy
Hmm.
was released. I was like, oh, that'd be a good Switch game to play. They're kind of old.
Hmm.
They should play good. They don't. Only the first one. They don't play good, bro. They look terrible. There's
Oh
glitch.
my goodness.
It's like okay, like they don't drop these games and expect people to pay $50 for them, and then like it's terrible. And
Yeah,
then
I agree.
and then don't say nothing about it, and then be like, oh, like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
So you have to meet somewhere in the middle with this because I feel like these consoles are moving way too fast.
They
Now,
are.
like I say, I'm an Xbox fan, and this Xbox Series X was marketed as the most powerful gaming console ever, right?
Yeah, for that week.
Bro, it's the it's an Xbox One. The only thing that I can say that's different about this is the speed of
Of the
this.
loading times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. But other than that, it's a regular Xbox. It's just an Xbox One. And to be
Okay.
completely honest with you, I wish I would have waited before I got it.
And I understand that, and now you understand why I haven't bought. I want. All right, I was telling you I was trying to play Power World on my Xbox One S,
Yeah,
the old one, not
yeah.
the One X, not the one you got. My old shit. Mind you, that shit works fine. I mean, loading time is a little bit. It's getting there, but I didn't realize how old the console is, and I didn't realize that a lot of the games I can no longer download. I couldn't download South Park. I couldn't download. I know I could download Power, but I can't play multiplayer on it because it's not capable. So you have these systems out there in abundance with people playing on multiple different kind of Xbox. We have too many Xboxes out there in the wild, and some people don't even know that they can't download certain games anymore.
Mm.
So you got people downloading, buying games and downloading games they can't play. And don't get me wrong, it'll tell you can't buy this game because you can't. Your Xbox is not capable of playing it. So I'm like, but yeah, you can stream it because obviously your Xbox doesn't have to run it. So if I can't play, for instance, the South Park game, but it was on Xbox Pass, I can stream it if they let me, if it's available for streaming. You get it?
Yeah, I get you.
So I will have to go buy a new Xbox, right? To play all the other games that I want to play. So now I got to cough up, what, a new Xbox is like what, 500? Is it still 4? All right, 500. And then there's another Xbox coming out in a couple months, I'm sure. They're talking about the new slim So like, this is the shit that bugs me about this shit is that they're so busy trying to pump out more hardware when you just, I mean, if this is the most powerful system in the world, why is we already buying new ones? You understand?
Number one, number two. Why do you have two different versions? But like the PlayStation got just strictly PlayStation. You got this machine, but Xbox give you an option of power and price. They give you an option between an Xbox that's powerful and an Xbox that's affordable,
Right.
and that is causing developers issues. Because like Baldur's Gate was supposed to come out a while ago, but they couldn't get the multiplayer to work correctly on the S. It was fine on the X, but it couldn't operate right on the S. So
Yeah.
they had to push back the release date. So it's like these are the issues that Microsoft is having. It's like, bro, why are y'all making things so difficult? It's not a computer. It's a video game console. Either you're gonna buy it or you're not, bro. So like just put out a powerful gaming console and skip all that other craziness. Number
Not
one.
only that, but they're also fucking up grandmas who are trying to buy these shits for their kids, their grandkids. You send somebody's grandma into a Walmart to buy an Xbox, they're gonna come out confused with the wrong system, with the wrong game.
They're leaving Walmart with a Game Boy, dog.
Bro, they leaving a Walmart with an Xbox, Nintendo Switch, Sony PlayStation, motherfucking.
Oh God,
It's just so confusing because they're gonna walk out with an Xbox, get a PlayStation game with a Nintendo Switch control. They don't have. It's just too much going on, bro.
Way
Like,
too much. They probably end up with one of them arcade consoles.
yeah, exactly. The RK1-ups. I mean, fuck. We confused
It's
as
too
shit.
much, man. It's too much, bro.
Let somebody
Too
that
much,
doesn't know
man.
anything about games go. I get confused sometimes. Xbox One S, or Xbox X
Yeah.
one. It's just, bro. Xbox, Microsoft, please start back at 0 for all I care. Xbox 0,
Just one, bro. We don't
just
need
one.
two. Just one.
They
One
fucking
good
what
one.
they did. Oh my god, just stupid, dog. It should drive me
And
insane.
I will say this because I said the only thing that I noticed about the new one is the speed of it. But they also have quick resume. Now, I love that.
I
That's
ain't gonna
amazing.
front. The PlayStation has that, bro. I could be playing. I think it's like 2 different games, and it'll remember the last
Yeah,
game I was on.
yeah.
It,
But y'all,
right where I left off. Even if I turned the shit off and I didn't save it, I just fucking, let's say I
right.
just paused it and
That's
turned it
dope.
off.
That's
It
dope.
it asks it. I have a little button at the bottom that says resume,
Mm-hmm.
and
Quick,
then
yeah.
I hit it, and then boom, it's done.
So
Like
y'all
when
can
I
do
was,
two?
I think it's 2 because I was playing Frontier Lightyear, whatever that shit is, that farming game that just came out about a week, a month ago, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I was playing that shit with Adam and on the Xbox, and it didn't. It only saved the one. But if I was playing something on my PlayStation, like Spider-Man, it jumps right back into that bitch, like no problem. Unless it's an online game and you were playing online and you got kicked or you paused it for too long, you get kicked.
Yeah.
But if it's a solo playing game, yeah, you right back
Well,
where you
now
started.
the one that I have, the X. I mean, you could do about 7, 8 games.
Oh, can you see? I've never tried to see how many games I can actually do, but I know it does it, and
Yeah,
and it's really good.
yeah. I could you like on. I don't. The Xbox you can do about 7, 8 games, bro, and it pick up like that.
Yeah,
Now I give it its credit on that. I love that
yeah,
about the
that's
Xbox.
good. That's a dope feature because you never know how important that is, especially if you get a phone call, you just turn the game off and you forgot, you just turn it off and you go back to it. You're like, oh shit, yeah, I was right here. I remember now. I remember back in the day, you always forget where the fuck you at, especially if you're playing Final Fantasy, bro, or Kingdom Hearts. Like, damn, what was I doing again? Yo, you know how
Ninja
many
Gaiden.
times? Yeah, you know how many times I stopped playing a game because I forgot where I was doing or where I was at. Like I
I
turned the
do that
game on
same
like
thing.
months later. I'm like, damn, what was I doing? How do I even play this fucking game? I'm like, this shit throws me off.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I'll be down for a Portal off of Xbox Variety. I'm really, I don't know. I never growing up as a kid, I didn't care for handhelds. Only probably because I couldn't afford one, so my parents I never got one. But when I got older, I started playing more handhelds, and I don't know. To me, handhelds were always a watered down version of the main system. You know what I'm saying? Like if you
Yeah.
played Nintendo and Nintendo made Game Boy and you played Mario, it was a shitty version of Mario that you played on the big system. Everything was always a watered down, shitty version. That's why I was so excited to play Pokemon on a big console like the Switch because it was always a shitty version on the
Game Boy.
Game Boy. I mean, let's keep it real. Game Game Freak should be getting sued for all the shitty games, Pokemon games we've been playing. Like we would literally play the same fucking Pokemon game for like 10 years before they even put it in color. You know, like it's shit like that.
Bro, you talking about if it ain't broke, don't fix it?
Yeah,
Good Lord.
shit. Even when it was broke, they just kept putting super glue on them fucking tires, man. Oh no. Hey, anybody got some bubble yum? Put on this bitch
Hey,
right here.
I know they can change that formula and come up with something different and fun. But they
Bro.
just keep pumping out the same sword and shield, red and blue. Like, bro, come on, man.
Listen, after Power World, I think that's gonna change because Power's doing pretty good still, and they doing updates and it's fun. And the only reason why I don't play is because my fucking only
Xbox.
Jaden's. Yeah, I gotta get the new Xbox. So I'm like, fuck, dude, because I have one already, but Jaden plays it more, so now I gotta get 2 more because me and Adam play. So it's like, fuck,
Jeez.
dude, now I gotta go get a whole new round of Xboxes on the house.
Jeez.
And listen,
Power is exclusive, correct?
to
It's an Xbox exclusive, right?
no, it's on. No, yeah,
No.
it's not on PlayStation. Yeah, no. I don't know what the deal with Play. They said it's only Xbox and internet computer
Steam.
PC.
Oh,
Yeah,
PC. Okay.
and I think Stream had it too. Yeah, but one thing about the new systems and all this shit, I had my PlayStation since it came out, maybe a couple months after it came out, and I didn't really start playing it till maybe like a year after having it. Like it literally
Hmm.
stood in my kid's room collecting dust until I went and got it out and I started playing Spider Man and um the samurai game I was telling you about, and a bunch of other ones. But it was always here and there. But now since I I've been playing it, like I have my Portal and I'm playing. I bought the yearly Game Pass for it,
Hmm.
bro. I've been loving my PlayStation, bro. It gave my living room life because I be playing in that shit all the time now. Like yeah, and I took a back seat playing Xbox for a little bit because I was enjoying my PlayStation for a while.
Hmm.
Switch completely out. I haven't touched a Switch in months, bro. Probably before Christmas. That was the last time I played a Switch. Like I'm pretty sure if I turn it on right now, I got to do like 20 updates. And I don't know. I'm just waiting for Nintendo to drop some heat, bro. They need to drop some heat this year, bro. 'Cause if not, it's I don't know, man. I think people are gonna start getting fed up with Nintendo if they don't. You know what I'm saying? If they don't come up with something clever or something cool, because I'm not buying no more
Yeah.
fucking Switch games.
Yeah. Mm. I feel like with Nintendo, man, they're focusing on a certain age group. Like they're focused on like kids, but they they're not taking into consideration that I was a kid when they came out. You know what I'm saying? But now that I'm an adult, I would like some adult video games.
Yeah,
So that's my only issue with Nintendo. They're not really marketing to the adults. And I mean, you have adult gamers. I mean, it just is what it is.
and that's the problem. So their way of doing adult games is like Arkham Trilogy. Oh, you want to play Batman? Here, come play Batman on Switch. Oh, you want to play a Call of Duty game? Here's a shitty Call of Duty version. Shit like that. Like that's what they do. They don't make games for adults to want to play on the Switch. They just
Hmm.
port older games into the Switch, and they're shitty as hell.
Yeah,
Like they don't make. The closest thing is probably Smash Brothers, but like let's keep it real. It's a kids game. It could
yeah,
be a
it's
kids
kidding.
game, but it's competitive, so it is built for older people because the way
Hmm.
the buttons are set up. But yeah, they don't like. I can't even think of a game that's like built for. I mean, built for adults by Nintendo. Everything else is indie. Like I said, I tip my hat to indie studios. They're the only reason why people are still playing some of these consoles because
Hmm.
if it wasn't for a lot of these indie games, people would not still be playing on old Xboxes and old Switches and old PlayStations because that's what's keeping these consoles alive
I
between
mean,
but this is what keeping them alive between AAA releases.
hmm like I predict there will be a new emergence uh, in the near future. I think there will be like a different console to compete with Xbox, Sony, and Nintendo.
That'd be I'm super hyped if that were to happen. I just don't see anybody but Apple doing that.
I can see Sega.
I
I
don't
can
know,
see
man.
Apple.
I can't see Sega doing it. I just think they don't. I think they just gave up, man. I hate to say it. I'm a big Sega fanboy because I love
Hmm.
Sega, but I just think they like the company mentally. I know this sounds crazy, but the company just they probably all sit in a board meeting talking they shit like, yo, let's get a console out there, and everybody's hyped on Monday about it, and then Wednesday comes, they're like,
But if they did, I think they would kick everybody's ass though.
If they did, I
That's my
think
opinion.
everybody would buy it off the strength of it's Sega.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like seriously, like if you tell me Sega's coming out with a console in Christmas time, and that they're gonna have AAA Sega only games, people are gonna buy it. Is it gonna be good? I don't know, but if it's not, people are still gonna buy it because it's Sega. Then they know that it's gonna be a thing. But you got to remember, TurboGrafx 16. I don't know if you remember that shit. Do you remember that? That came out like in 90 something, I think. It was supposed to be like the biggest, most powerful console ever. This console costs as much as the Xbox
I
X
think I remember that.
right now. This
I think I
console was
remember
like $500 when it came out in 90 something. Mind you, inflation and all that shit, that console would have cost probably like $1,500 today. Bro, it was ridiculous. And the games were terrible. I think Bonk was like the launch game. It was some weird caveman kind of looking game. And it was trash. Controller was trash, everything. Bro, nobody can afford it. So it was a
I
fucking
think I
show.
remember that.
Yeah,
I think I remember
TurboGrafx 16. It was crazy. And Sega and Nintendo killed them.
Stupid name.
Yeah, it was dumb. But it was 16-bit, obviously, because it was TurboGrafx. It said 16 on it. This is around the time Super. I want to say it was in between Super Nintendo and Nintendo. It was back in those days. I remember because I remember the commercials. I remember being hyped about it. I remember playing it, and it was terrible. But yeah, if somebody came out of left field with a new console, I think that'd be dope. And like I said, I think the only people who can do it. Oh, I'm gonna just throw this out there: Amazon,
Alienware.
Apple, and who? Alienware.
Alienware.
But the problem with Alienware is that they make everything. They make the computers. They make all that shit. But I just don't think they have the backing of the game community. Well, I don't want to say the companies, because they could be a threat. So like, just remember, Xbox owns mostly every studio. PlayStation owns almost the rest of the other studios that Xbox don't own, and then Nintendo owns Nintendo. So it's like, for somebody to come out the gate and be like, "Yo, we making a system. Can we please get some of your games?" You know, it's gonna be hard, bro. It's gonna see. Back in the day, it was easy because Nintendo was Nintendo, Sega was Sega. They had Mario, they had Sonic. Then you had Atari for a little while, and then you had PlayStation had Crash Bandicoot. So like, they all had their starter packs when they came out.
Right.
If somebody had a starter pack now, that shit gotta be strong, and they need some mega bucks behind them, because you have to start from scratch. You can't just go and be like, "Yo, we making a system, and we need Xbox games, and we need some of Sony shit." No, they have to come up with a whole new scheme. Be like, "Yo, this is our game, some new mascot for our system, and these are the lineup that we have." Even if it's 5 or 6 new games to start for the year, then yeah. And then once they see that system selling, then third parties can roll in, which are very few in between right now because a lot of them been bought out. But like I said, indie games are keeping these systems busy between AAA titles. So if you're waiting for Halo and you're not playing Halo no more, you're playing some indie game to kind of chill out while Halo's getting cooked up, or a Zelda game, or whatever you're into. So that's why I see the problem with a new console coming out, is that they're either gonna have to kiss ass so they can get these titles and studios, or they're gonna have to be so original and so ill that they just drop the ill bombshell and be like, "Yo, we got 10 games on release date. Boom, here you go." And then if they sell out, maybe they'll get some, recognition. They'll get some backing from companies and make some games. But yeah, I don't see a new system emerging from the ashes anytime soon. Especially if it's Sega. I just think Sega's too
But
lazy.
see, I think because a lot of these companies, you got Netflix who's trying to stream games, you got Steam, you got Amazon, and these kind of companies, right? So these companies can form a partnership and get some things done.
Yeah, that's true. But the problem with that is that these companies are greedy. Netflix ain't gonna work with Amazon. It's just not. They're competition. They're not. I mean, they can to get a game console out. I can, yeah, but will they? No, absolutely not, bro. Like Jeff Bezos looks like an asshole to work with. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be like, nah. And the only one I could see coming out with a game console and actually doing good would be Facebook, like Meta. I think they could do it. I mean, they got the VR shit on Smash right now, but I think they'll probably be the only ones that can come out with a game console and not have to kiss ass to get the big studios to get involved because they have the money. They don't need anybody backing them. They got studios making VR games. How much more can it be to transfer a couple of those guys to do a console? Even if it's small scale for now, it wouldn't take much. So I could see Facebook maybe teaming up with Netflix or teaming up, well, not with Jeff Bezos. I just don't think I don't know. I don't know this guy, but just by the way he acts on internet and shit, he looks like a fucking asshole. Um, the Facebook kid looks weird. Like they all look weird. I don't know. They just all look like they're annoying to work with. But like I said, they got the money to back shit, so they could do all that shit. I think Facebook could do a console though, for sure. I think Facebook could pay Sega to help them do a console. That'd be dope. But I don't think Sega's gonna do one by themselves. Um, I don't see anybody having enough equity in their business to go out there and put it all on the line to try to make people play games. It's especially now where we're in this funny space of streaming and downloading games. Is like, why would we make a console? Like let's see how this plays out first. Because look how
So true.
Stadia was. Woo! They came out swinging. Woo! We gonna be the first streamer in Google. And like I said, this was Google. This is a big $1 billion company, and that shit motherfucker flopped like motherfucking pancakes on Saturday morning, nigga. Like that shit was, bro. They flopped, bro, and like I said, it was cool. It was a good concept, but they didn't have the third party backing, bro. They didn't have it, and that's what sucked because they promised so much shit and it never happened at all. Like they never got the CODs, they never got anything, bro. You would have thought them being Google, they can pull some strings, and nope. And that was Google, bro, $1 billion company, and they couldn't figure that shit out. So yeah,
Okay, so just a what if, right?
go ahead.
Sega comes back out with the Dreamcast,
Oh God, I love that. Love the Dreamcast.
and they have Marvel vs. Capcom
Okay,
2, Marvel vs. Capcom 2,
okay.
re-release, Streets of
Super
Rage,
Super HD though.
of course,
Yeah.
Streets of Rage, and
Okay.
all of the classics.
Okay.
Do you see them as a? Do you see that? Do you think they can compete?
Bro, I'm gonna be quite honest with you. Yes and no, man, because I think see all right, so all those games you mentioned
Hmm.
are Sega classics, bro. Like
Hmm.
people like for instance, I got an arcade one up that I modded
Hmm.
and I put all those games. Literally every game you said, I put that in the console inside my one up arcade just so I can play it on the arcade so it feels like a game.
Hmm.
I think Streets of Rage, Marvel's Capcom, Sonic, uh, bro, all of them, all those old school, Crazy Taxi, Power Stone, um, um, Sonic Adventure. Even if they updated all those games and left them the same, updated them, made them super HD, maybe added some extra shit to it, online play, total hit banger, bro. Like totally hitting. You could totally get people to want to buy a Sega Genesis. Yes, totally. And that'd be a year's worth of games just on HD remakes. But like I said, how would it work? Would they want to do it where is it physical or would it be digital? And then in the back of Sega's head, why make a system to do this? We could just put it on Xbox or we could just put it on Switch or we could just put it on PlayStation. Like they're doing with the Sega classics. Like that remember that trailer they dropped with all the new games that Sega's doing? And it has Streets of Rage and everything was supposed to be new and fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I'm hype about that. I haven't heard shit about it since. And that's going on like 3 months.
Yeah.
So Sega be getting people hype and then like it's like a really long April Fool's joke. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, oh, April Fool's for next year. Like we don't see nothing. Like nothing.
The Streets of Rage, was it Streets of Rage 4 or was it like a new Streets of Rage?
It's a new Streets of Rage. It's supposed to be everything is supposed to be new everything. But Crazy Taxi, bro, there's so many games that when I hear Sega, I remember Power Stone was one of them, and I don't understand why these games never come back out again, bro. It just blows my fucking mind, dude.
I think with the hiring and firing of certain people, because I remember Mega Man.
Oh my god, fuck.
The situation with Mega Man, bro.
That shit's terrible, bro. The Blue Bomber stuck in the battles between Mega Man's creator and Capcom.
And Capcom, yeah. So you didn't see him anywhere,
bro.
And I think that's what happens. Like that happens like way more often than what you think it does.
Yeah, because what was it? The creator of Mega Man went and made his own game, Mighty Number 9. And while it was a good game, it wasn't Mega Man, dog. Like it just felt weird. It was like the controls were just not right. But then when Capcom drops Mega Man, what was it what was that last one that came out? The really cartoon looking one, Mega Man 10.
I know what you talk about, but I can't think of which one.
Mega Man 11. Mega Man 11. When they dropped Mega Man 11, I got hyped. I'm like, oh shit, everything looked new. It was bubbly, it was cartoony. I was like, yeah, I'm fucking with this. I played it. I'm like, yo, this shit sucks, bro. Like it's not a fun game to play. Like I remember playing Mega Man X and listening to the music. That shit gets you hyped. Like I was like, fuck yeah. And then you get the blaster and he turns white and then he got this. He looked crazy. Like he looked he just looked wild. Like it was futuristic. It was dope. And I'm playing this shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit I'm playing right here? Like Mega Man looked like oh my god, I don't even want to say this because I don't want nobody to get mad at me. But Mega Man just looked like, I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is like a stupid kid running around with a helmet on his head, blasting things. Oh man, dude, it was. I'm done.
Oh my goodness, man.
Bro,
that was funny, bro.
It was dumb. I did not like it.
That was funny.
And then it had like this handicap mode where you won't die if you fall for like I guess kids who want to play, which was fine. But yeah, it wasn't X, boy. Nothing surpassed the Maverick games, bro. What, 1 to 4?
I think I'm just being honest with you. Any remake, it just hasn't been good. Like
No, the only
they
one that got close was the Streets of Rage 4.
four, yeah,
The only thing that
yeah.
sucked about that game was the music. But to be fair, they did let you put the old music. Once I did that, it was on, bro. It was on. I'll tell you, talk about the best sounding music ever in a video game,
hmm
bro. Listen, my top 3 music for video game music was Sonic 3, Streets of Rage, any of them, but the first and the second one were popping. Like that shit had you like, mm, like that shit had, bro. Streets of Rage had you going, and um, and fuck, what was the other one I was thinking of? Was it Crazy Taxi that had some good tunes? I want to say Sega had Crazy Tax. Man, I can't forget. No, there was another game. Oh, Double Dragon. Double Dragon has some tunes in it, bro. Super Double
I gotta go
Dragon.
back. I gotta go back and listen to it.
Yeah, Super Double Dragon has some dope tunes. But, bro, yeah, the music, those 8-bit fucking jam sessions that they had in those old games, bro, those shit was stupid, bro.
But see, I don't. It's very. I think it's very hard for them to take those classics and bring it back to life because they're trying to cut corners.
Mm,
Like they want you to look at the name and the title and they want you to freak out over nostalgia
yeah,
versus like really getting it right. You know, like
yeah.
so I would say shout out to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge
Oh,
because I
bro.
think that
Yeah,
is they did it right.
yeah,
They
yeah.
did it right.
Uh,
So,
I enjoyed that game
but
too.
it's like Sonic the Hedgehog is a side scroller. I remember Sonic the Hedgehog 2. You could run so fast that you would outrun the screen.
Yeah,
And I believe I told the story before.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
On the pod too. You could outrun the screen. And then it's like you got the most powerful gaming console ever. And it's you can't even emphasize speed, bro. Like it's mind blowing.
Yeah,
Like yo, it's not that difficult. So it's like either you lack imagination or it's just a money grab.
yeah,
And if it's in either way it goes, bro, you are destroying a classic, man. So like
yeah,
just leave it alone. Like come up with something different, bro.
yeah. I agree. I think a lot of those times when these studios are taking the responsibility of starting, like for instance, I don't know, let's say like the Battletoads, that game's trash. The new one, terrible. I hate it. Um, they take the responsibility of the game's nostalgia and try to bring it back, and they just overthink it. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I'm trying to. Oh, how can we make it better? How can we make it cooler? How can we make it funny? How can we make it? And they, instead of just replaying the old game to get ideas, they literally don't do that. They probably don't even know anything about the game, and they just go and they take 3 toads, put them in a stupid game, and make it dumb. And
It
and
was
and
it
that's it.
was really which is crazy because the Battletoads are wacky.
Right.
So with them being wacky like that, like how can you like even if it's corny or dry humor or whatever, it fits right into their brain. So I
Yeah.
don't see how you was able to destroy that, bro.
Bro, terrible fucking game, dude. I played like 5 minutes of it. I'm like, yo, this shit sucks. That
I,
and Double Dragon Neon or Neo or whatever that Neon. I think it's Neon.
yeah,
Before the last
yeah,
Double Dragon Dragon.
yeah.
That was
Terrible,
fucking terrible.
terrible,
Who? Oh my
terrible,
god,
dog.
that studio needs to be shut down and arrested because that game was so fucking bad.
Terrible, bro.
Yeah,
Terrible.
yeah. All right. Well, we're coming up on the hour mark. So conclusion: Xbox handheld. I'm with it.
I'm with it.
Yeah. Let us know if you with it. Let us know down in the comments. Also, we see that you guys are watching the videos but not subscribing. Would you please
Please,
subscribe and
please
comment
subscribe.
and like? If we said something that makes you mad, tell us how stupid we are. We're cool with that.
Or
Um,
let us know what y'all want us to talk about.
yeah, for
What
sure.
topics you want to hear.
Yeah, but we will really appreciate if you guys will subscribe, like, and comment, please, so we can keep doing these videos. And yeah, man, I'm Ninja,
And this is XP Early Bird.
and we out this birch. Later.
Peace. Peace.
What's going on podcast?